So originally I made a video on fandoms as a whole, which was about a week ago, and apparently there's some things I have missed out, so that is why I am making a sequel to said video. If you haven't seen the first part, then please click this ginormous but right here, somewhere around here, and that will take you to the first video where you could watch that, then you can come back here and then watch this video. And disclaimers, I do not think that everyone in fandoms are stupid. This is just going out to sort of the really stupid ones, and of course I am not defending any fandoms at all. I'm basically having every fandom in this. When I mean fandoms, I mean every fandom. So for those who think I'm going to defend any, I'm not. So before I go into some more topics, I want to talk about something that happened to me on Tumblr that actually relates to something I talked about in the first video. Now, on my Tumblr account, I made the mistake of saying that I did not like a certain pairing from the Danganronpa fandom, and I tagged it with the characters that were in this said pairing, and then I posted it up, and that was it. Apparently, though, I'm not allowed to post negative things on tags because it could hurt someone's feelings. And I'm not kidding, this is the argument that they use, that you can't really post anything negative in tags because it could hurt someone's feelings. I just want to say this. I posted something about a pairing I didn't like, a fictional pairing, and apparently by doing that, I'm hurting someone's feelings. All I have to say for people who actually get their feelings hurt over a fucking fictional pairing is to grow a goddamn spine, because you are getting in a hissy fit about the fact that someone didn't like your precious fictional pairing, your shipping. Seriously, you get upset, you get your feelings hurt over the fact that someone didn't like a pairing. I even said in said post that if you like the pairing, that's fine. It's just something I didn't like, and yet people were like, you can't do that, you can't tag that because that hurt people's feelings. Yeah. Personally, I don't give two rats' ass if I hurt your feelings. You should really have a spine. Now, with that little story out of the way, it's time for me to talk about some new topics. I've already talked about fandoms attacking people who don't like their franchise, themselves, and the product that they so worship. But now it turns out that fandoms also like to have a war with other fandoms, a sort of fandom war, being some of the most famous ones including the Pokemon versus Digimon, Twilight versus Harry Potter, and even My Little Pony versus Italia. And that one just completely baffles me because I have no idea why a bunch of pony fans would want to go to war with a bunch of Italia fans who dress up as Italia characters and say pesto a lot. It just so baffles me. This is the thing. If you like your product, fine. Go for ahead. You can like what you want, and you can dislike what you want, but then your entire fandom decides, oh, I don't like this said fandom because of said reasons, let's go to war with them. It baffles me. It really does baffle me. What is it about that said fandom that you have a problem with? Is it because you're so similar, which in the essence of Pokemon and Digimon, they say it's quite similar, but there's only a few similarities. In essence, they're both completely different, with only a few similarities. But the Twilight and Harry Potter fandoms, again, few similarities, but they're both entirely different. And My Little Pony and Italia war thing, I have no idea what they have in similar. They're completely different in my opinion. So, yeah, that one completely baffles me. So I don't even understand why people would go towards attacking another fandom. It's confusing. But that is not the cherry on the top of this shit pile. No, we've had all this. We've had haters, fans, the product, and fandoms that one fandom would attack. Now it turns out that fandoms also like to attack the people who created said fandom, the creators of the franchise. And I am not shitting you. I'm going to have a look at the example. Thank you to Jen for giving me this and allowing me to make this video because she is a bitch. The Danganronpa fandom. Yeah, so again, I'm bringing up the Danganronpa fandom. Again, this is a new one, and I'm in that said fandom, so... Apparently, someone in the Danganronpa fandom attacked the creators of Danganronpa because his favourite characters, or her favourite characters, were getting killed off. My 3 favourite characters were killed off in the first half of the anime series, and I'm not bitching about it. This is the thing. You can criticise what the creators do, right? You could say that they did this and you don't like it. But at the end of the day, it's their creation. They could do whatever they want with it, and if you don't like it, then that's fine. You could criticise it. I've criticised things that the creators have done. But going all out and saying that they're bad people or they're horrible and attacking them because they could do whatever they want with their creations, it's confusing. It's so weird because, you know, you killed off my favourite character, so you did this and it doesn't make sense and you're an idiot and Criticism is fine. Criticism is fine. If you want to criticise the creators for doing something that you think is stupid, fine, I have done that many times. But for going out and attacking them for petty reasons like killing off a character or something like that because Yaoi was your favourite character. Wow! And you're in that fandom this said man created or said person created. So... Oh god, I don't even know what I can say about that. I mean, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm still tired, but I digress. You were going in and saying, I'm pissed off with the guy who created my fandom because he did something I didn't like, so I'm going to attack him and tell him off because he is a naughty person or she is a naughty person. Oh god. Now there are a few other things I could talk about that Jen has brought up to me. The fact that people start pointless Kickstarters, which I sort of have talked about with the Pony Island in the last video. The fact that people create their own shitty OCs or really bad stories themselves, which differ from the entire franchise as a whole, and just makes really horrible decisions. They also praise something and then bash other things for doing the exact same thing. And also when people want to continue a show or comic or whatever, even though the creators of said franchise says they don't want to. But there is one other thing I do want to finish off with. It's when someone decides that they no longer want to be in the fandom, but the people in said fandom want to bring them back in. They want to drag them back in. They try to persuade that person to come back into the fandom, which is really bullshit, to be honest. Here's the thing: I have come and gone from fandoms all the time. The My Little Pony fandom, I used to be quite big fan of My Little Pony, but I've stopped watching it because, well, I had so many things to do and I wasn't really that interested anymore. So I left that fandom. Trying to think of other fandoms. I think that was the main fandom I remember leaving. Yeah, I was thinking. Sorry, I'm dying basically. But people can leave fandoms when they want to. When they have enough of said franchise, they're allowed to say I'm done, and they can leave. But people think it's the best thing to bring them back in the fandom, to grab them by their throats and drag them back in and say, no, look, you can't leave. Look at all the things that they're doing. You could do this or you could do that. It's sort of like they think that the person is leaving for good. They decide to leave off. It's like sort of business when someone's going to try and quit their job, but then the managers are like, no, please come back. We can do this for you. We can do all that for you and all this and that and that and that. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about fandoms anymore. I think I basically ripped into them with these really bad videos, which are going to get disliked to hell now, because let's be honest here. And of course they're going to have comments. Only with people who have Google Plus, by the way, because apparently you Google Plus don't give me Google Plus. That's for another topic though. That's for another time, but I've berated in about fandoms all the time. And as I said in the last video, it's not really the fandom as a whole, but people in said fandoms. I'm going to try and get comfortable. People in said fandoms who make your fandom look bad. And it's really a shame, because I'm not saying that fandoms are a horrible thing. You could be in a fandom and learn new things. I've been in so many fandoms. I'm still in so many fandoms. I'm in quite a few, but even then, I look at the bad side of fandoms and I think, good God, really? And you just want to tell them just to enjoy the fucking franchise. And that's basically it. If you're in a fandom, then the reason to be in a fandom is to enjoy said franchise and to be in a sort of community. But no, people have to ruin that fun, isn't it? They have to go in and be, how do I put it, a little bitch when it comes to something they love. And it's a real shame, because if, you know, we bring out these certain fandoms and we leave other fandoms, but in altogether, all fandoms are the same. They might have their good might have a good minority, but for the major part, it's just shit upon shit upon shit with a shit cherry on top. And that's the real shame of it all. So thank you all for watching. I'm sorry for the silly little edits, but let's be honest, in my last video I didn't really put so much effort into it. But thank you all for watching once again. That's it. So thank you again. I'm Entertainment, and let's see. I'm going to start my cosplay now. Let's see. Let's bring this there. Put down that room. Down that finger. Yeah, I think that will work. Oh yeah, I forgot.